to the Tobin and Leroy radio programming. Welcome back. Welcome back. Put some H on your well. Tonight is Game 5 of the Eastern Conference finale between the Heaters from Miami and the Celtics from Beantown. Big showdown tonight as the Heat bust out their gentlemanly brooms in their finest attire to complete the gentleman's sweep and send the Celtics off into the season that is off. Yes, every story must have a conclusion, like Shakespeare or who was that detective? William, what was that fellow's name?
They just did a movie with Iron Man.
Yes, what was that dude's name? Discover
Watson. I know they go.
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes. There you go.
Send them off like Sherlock Holmes tonight. Make sure you have your finest single malt, 1 ice cube if you please, or neat, whatever you please. Maybe some gin. Gin is very gentlemanly.
By the way, in your parts they don't use ice, so it would be neat.
Take it neat. Make sure you have a nice glass for your finest beverage during the game. Have your pipes fully stocked with tobacco, as you may smoke, as the Heat will smoke the Celtics on the court.
When was the last time you seen somebody, in all honesty, when is the last time you seen somebody stuffing tobacco in a pipe?
The last time the Heat gentlemen swept the Bucks.
No.
Smoking my pipe.
Not down here.
I told Giannis, stick that in your pipe and smoke it. He sat there. Listen, tonight is about being gentlemen, but doing it as gentlemen do, which is the most efficient way. So make sure you go out there, gents. Bam Adebayo, block and slam as you please. Jimmy Buckets, please get yourself to the line. And of course, young Tyler Hero, fresh off what was a nice romping, I'm sure, in his quarters, in his chambers, if you will. Come out there with live legs and put the dagger right between the Celtics' eyes. And one other thing, they need to stop showing this faux gentleman, this Gordon Hayward with his fake mustache that he goes about. Imposter, not a true gent, not a true gent. Really, if we were to, really a brute, if we were to discuss, not a true gent out here like the Heat have, like Jay Crowder. A true gent.
Hey, by the way, with all your silly sauce that you're spewing right now, you know this team's nickname is the Miami Goons, right?
No. That was a name put on by a heathen who is not of Heat class, but instead is bought of Heat class. Kendrick Perkins we do not allow him to represent Heat Nation. He's a fan for hire. Everybody knows he really has to dust off, just like the rest of the Celtics, because he's a Celtics champion. If I want anybody's opinion, I'll take it of a real gentleman, Dwayne Wade. There, my friend, the good Flash. That's a man who I'd love to get his input on the team. Yes.
Hey, isn't it amazing how there's a handful of people in the organization that can do no wrong? Pat Riley, D Wade, and Udonis Haslem.
2 out of 3.
3 gents.
Huh?
3 gents.
3 gents. Yes.
3 gents.
Now, there's a bit of confusion with that because I do realize that one of the 3 do think that one of the guys could do wrong.
Well,
and he reminds us.
Bygones be bygones, I believe.
No. Hell no.
Bygones be bygones, I heard.
Hey.
Still texting him. Still giving him advice.
That was
No.
a point that must have been he felt he had to make.
No, but he also made the point that they were texting. Communication
That
back
don't
and
mean,
forth,
look,
man.
hey, There's friends and there's family members that you love. Don't mean you kicking it with them or hanging out with them or you not mad at them for something they've done.
Can I tell you something that's abhorrent? Can I tell you something that's abhorrent that I would...
Spell it. And then you can use that word.
Abhorrent was this report that the league comes out with the last 120 seconds of the game. And once again, we find that the Celtics benefit from scandalous calls from the officials, where they said, and I quote from one Ira Winderman, who writes for the Sentinel of Sun, and this is what our friend Ira writes. As many thought, NBA rules Jimmy Butler did not foul Kemba Walker on a 3-shot foul with 9.1 seconds left. Once again, we must watch out for shenanigans from this officiating crew. Now, they will not have Anthony Brothers out there, or, of course, Scott Foster. But you must be on the lookout, young gents, tonight, for a screw-up in our cleaning process from these corrupt officials. Why don't they just call this report How to Screw the Heat, or finagle, if you will, if we were to get more gentlemanly about it.
Robbie, you want to know how you can tell somebody's a bad gambler?
What?
You ready? Here's the text. I'm reading it verbatim. I bet the Heat 3 times. I'm 1-3.
He's probably betting the Heat in the first half.
Again. Then he would be 1-2.
The NBA also ruled that Jason Tatum should have been called for a travel on a 3-point conversion with 46.3 seconds left. You can't have a waltz with 5 steps. You must keep the steps proper. You either doing 1-2 carry, 1-2 gather, or to travel.
We call that the old James Harden. Because did he do a step back and he went chop, 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 chop?
These Boston Celtics are allowed to do things willy-nilly, which is why the Heat must gentlemanly finish the job tonight.
No. The reason why you must finish it is because you don't want to give hope.
There won't be hope. But what I do want is my prediction to be spot on, good chap, which was...
Oh, my goodness.
Gentlemanly.
Oh!
Gentlemanly. As I told you as the series started, what did I say? Tell them what I said. Put my monocle back in. What did I say what did I say the series would be?
Heat and 5.
Heat and 5, yes. Only true gentlemen. There's 2 types of 5s. A 5 blend and a Heat and 5.
All right. Here's another text, because I'm ignoring you. There's a big swollen dead raccoon on my street. Dusty Crumb will cry like Rocky. I could just...
Would you like to hear a couple of carnival barkers who act as gentlemen? Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley, Sir Charles Barkley. Would you like to hear them argue over the Heat?
Yes.
Let us hear these 2 blokes get into verbal fisticuffs.
And listen, I want to give props to Dragic. His name is not mentioned a lot. He's older, but I think he should get the same respect as CP3 been getting. Older guy putting up numbers, doing a lot for his team. And again, the recipe for them the last couple of games, you can get 4 guys and 20 points, you can win.
And one of those guys with 37, like Tyler Hero had. Like Tyler Hero had. Like, what are you looking at Shaq like that for?
Because he's averaging the same points as CP3 was.
First of all, that's just an insult to CP3.
No,
I'm not going to let you get away with that.
No, it's not.
Listen, Dragic he's had a good career. Chris Paul's had a great career.
I said it. I'm validated.
Okay.
I can say it.
Listen, it's better to be quiet and be thought of food than speaking and move all doubt.
Look out.
Okay, don't make me come across there and put that plexiglass on your ass.
But I'm validated, more validated than you.
Listen,
Yeah, how about that?
Dragic is a nice player.
Okay, well,
don't compare him to CP3. That's not fair.
I didn't say compare him to CP3. If you listen, if you shut the
What
hell
did you say?
I said he should get the same respect as CP3.
What?
I didn't compare him to CP3.
What does that mean then?
It means you respect CP3 for certain things. You should give him a certain respect. That's what
I respect him, but don't compare them to the. Stop doing
I'm not comparing them, dummy.
I don't compare you to Kareem and Bill Russell.
Hey, you know what? I'm the Shaq.
Or Wilt.
CP3
or
is sitting around somewhere.
Or Brad Daugherty.
Why are they talking about me all of a sudden?
Damn. He threw a Brad Daugherty at him?
Brad Daugherty was really good, but he had that back. Then all of a sudden he started talking NASCAR, which threw me for a loop because I've had 1,000 conversations with the dude and he didn't sound that damn country. Then all of a sudden he went on to NASCAR and he was about redneck as they get.
I would say that Mr. O'Neill has a fine point on Goran Dragic. Doesn't get the respect that CP3 does, who basically just spends his playoffs getting bounced willy-nilly. Gentlemanly, I might add, many a time.
I know what Chuck is saying, and I know what Shaq is saying. And this is one of those situations where they're both saying the right thing, and they're going to butt heads about it. Because what Shaq is saying is that you see CP3 on the floor, and he gets immediate validation and credit for anything that he does on the basketball court. And what you see what Goran has done these playoffs off the bench and see the numbers that he's put up.
He's not coming off the bench. He's been starting the whole time.
I keep saying that, but you know what I mean. He needs to be acknowledged.
Agreed.
For the impact that he has made on this team also. And not just because of CP3, we all give him credibility, but more so, we give it to Chris Paul because everybody thought he was washed.
Goran Dragic still goes out there and has to have his face bombarded by hits, and the referees will still call fouls on Goran. Meanwhile, CP3 goes and flops willy-nilly. Every foul is called. Every foul is called.
But, I mean, how many times has Goran's face fouled out?
It's ridiculous. It's preposterous.
Like, he's had teeth on the floor. He's always getting his nose checked. He's always getting the blood off his lip.
I have to call the medics every single time he's out on the floor. Meanwhile, CP3 is allowed to fall off like a stiff breeze knocked him over. Foul on the other player. Little more respect. Mr. O'Neill is correct. Gentlemen sweep tonight. Have your feather dusters ready. Tally-ho. We're back after this.